Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Whatever Show. I'm Lawrence Winterman. We have amazing guests today, and Dana Dubois is back. She lost audio. And, we're going to start with a complaint. We don't like to start with complaints, but we're starting with a complaint because, Dana,
Sure.
Substack is so unbelievably fucked when it comes to lives. They're really, really, really messing with my calm.
Yes, I went live shortly after the Daily Whatever show yesterday, just spontaneously, um, because I'm alarmed by what I'm seeing Substack do, and to do a moment of storytelling because I'm a storyteller. I have been a content creator, been writing online for a little over 3 years, and started on Medium, built a home on Medium, and built a kind of successful-ish little business, right? Like I built my publications. I was a writer, a Boost nominator. I still am, and for a couple of years, it worked great for me. And then in early 2025, Medium changed its algorithm and changed its funding. Blah blah blah. All my writers left, and everything bottomed out from under me because the platform changed. And my spidey sense is popping off that this is about to happen in a bigger way on Substack.
Yep.
And it is hurting my heart to think of all of the immense time and effort and heart and blood and sweat and tears that we have put into this that could get pulled away like this because a platform changes its mind.
Yep.
So I posted about this yesterday and encouraged everyone to please come subscribe to us on YouTube. We do have a YouTube presence. It is small because we have put 98.99, maybe even 99% of our efforts here on Substack. So um, I want to ensure that if tomorrow we wake up and the Daily Whatever show does not have access to live anymore, that we have a way to reach all of you. And it will be on YouTube. The link is now in the chat.
Yep.
I I don't want to be alarmist. And I do want to explain one thing that a couple folks asked me about yesterday. I was saying we're only allowed to add 3 to a live now. And I had people say, well, I've seen people like Nick Perro had 5 on his live. This is what I mean by we can't have more than 3 on a live. If you look today at the Daily Whatever show in the upper left corner, if you're on desktop, you will see that it's just the Daily Whatever show and Ann P. Mitchell. Zev, unfortunately, is not here. I think he is not probably not showing today. But those would be the only 3 names. We can through StreamYard, we can bring in more people.
Right.
That's how Lawrence and I are here. But Lawrence and I, from a Substack perspective, are not on this live. And what that means is our audiences have not been notified about the live. And when people click to subscribe, which is frequently what happens during these lives, our publications will not grow.
Yep.
And since Substack made this change last week, we have seen our growth stop,
Flatline.
flatline. So when you can only add 3, what that means is if we have one guest, it's Lawrence, me, and the guest. But the Daily Whatever show is not tagged. So the Daily Whatever show doesn't grow.
Yep.
When we have 2 guests like we were supposed to have today, it means our 2 guests are tagged and the Daily Whatever show. But Lawrence and I can't be officially added in the Substack capacity.
I think a
I
good way
know,
to think about it is it's unifying the chats of all those people, right? So
yes,
what is actually happening is, with Anne and Zev and us, each of us individually, and the Daily Whatever Show, there are 5 chats basically that previously would have popped up on Substack individually. When you invite all of them together, all 5 of those chats get rolled up into one big super chat. And if that is not happening, if we are not allowed to have that super chat anymore, it kills our growth because you can't find and subscribe to new people. There's You as the audience have to take the extra step of being like, oh, I really like that Ann P. Mitchell person. I'm going to go find her Substack. Whereas if we have a unified super chat, you could just click the big subscribe button and you're subscribing to all 5 of the Substacks that are currently presenting. So you may see 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 people on the video, but if you look at the chat, like Dana was saying, you'll notice from now on there will only ever be 3. And
Right.
that is Substack fucking with us and fucking with our growth in a way that hurts every Substack creator who relies on live to grow, which, P.S., is us. In addition
Yes.
to Blue Amp Media and literally every other person that you love and enjoy. So this isn't just a Daily Whatever Show problem. It isn't
No,
just a Blue Amp Media problem. It is literally a Substack problem. And when you write them and complain, they write back and say, no, live is functioning exactly as designed because they don't
that's
want to admit that they are screwing us over.
right. And to be clear, this worked as described a week ago. This is how it has always worked. Substack intentionally changed this.
Yep.
And that makes me think they are gearing up for more. I don't know what more looks like, but I have a theory or two. And I know running lives has to be a huge bandwidth hit for them. It has to be costing a lot of money. I suspect that they are throttling lives, and it could. This is conjecture here, so please don't take this as fact from me. But I won't be surprised if they start cutting off lives for people who are not meeting the financial bar that they need those lives to be hitting. And that would absolutely take us out and all of the small stackers we know in our community. So
Right.
um,
And
I
I
don't
gotta
know if
say,
that, yeah.
I know from Blue Amp that
Mm.
they have literally reached out and asked Blue Amp. If you don't know, I'm the COO over at Blue Amp, so I'm, privy to these things. They reached out and asked us what it would take to get us off of StreamYard and back to using the Substack tools. And, the answer is the Substack tools are crap. Like you guys would have to do a quantum leap of innovation and tool improvement and feature improvement before we would move back. And so I think this is the cheap way, the ugly way, the mean, tech bro, uh, Andreessen Horowitz $100 million fuck you and your feelings and your features
I was just looking
way.
up his name. I was because people are asking who owns Substack. Andreessen Horowitz gave
Well,
$100 million
to
to
be clear,
Substack.
to be
He's not
clear,
the owner though.
Andreessen Horowitz invested $100 million.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't remember the name of the guys who created it. There's two tech bro
Yeah.
guys who built it. They own it, but Andreessen Horowitz is the big money, the VC money that came in, and they are influencing everything. And so I think this is their influence. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it
Hamish
sucks.
McKenzie and Chris
Yes,
Best.
yes, that's
So um, it's frustrating. I am frustrated, and it is triggering my very recent loss as a creator. And knowing that if like I went live about this, it was I kind of got like my little like Substack crush because Karen Atia joined the live and commented back and said, "Yeah, we all have to be platform polyamorous." And I was like, "I love platform polyamorous." Chris in the chat just said, "But isn't YouTube the enemy?" They're all the enemy,
right.
Chris. Like, there is no platform that's like, at least none that is of any size that can capture an audience that is not owned or invested in by someone extremely questionable. So what are we going to do? Actually, Medium, no, even Medium has questionable investors now, but Medium can't figure out how to make money. And so they're constantly pivoting. And there's really no good tools for growth there. That's an internal ecosystem. If you want to be somewhere where people can find you and you can write and podcast to an actual audience, you're working with platforms who don't have great politics,
Right.
unfortunately.
I do know that there is a liberal funded alternative to Substack currently in the works.
Really?
There is. I don't know that it's anywhere near ready for release, and it's not like it would have immediate feature parity, right? Like if they're building it now,
Yeah.
it means it would not be like just
Yeah.
Substack V2. It would be at the very beginning of its life cycle. Anyway,
Right.
we should bring on
But
our illustrious guest, Ann P. Mitchell, the Daily
I
Whatever
swear.
Show's official legal correspondent and brilliant mind at large. Hello, Anne.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. What do you think about all of this, Anne? Is it impacting you or your work?
Well,
I feel like most of your work is in writing. So, you are very prolific.
sorry about that.
No, it's wonderful. I
I
mean, it is the biggest of compliments.
oh well,
Kira,
thank
no.
you. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. I actually, what I think about it is that, and I want to remind everybody that on any platform, Substack, Facebook, YouTube, literally any internet platform, you're the product.
Right.
It's not a service for you. I mean, it
Right.
is, you use it that way, but you are the product and the product that the platform is selling to advertisers. Now,
Yeah,
I haven't actually seen advertising on Substack, so I'm not,
not yet.
in and maybe you won't. So your eyeballs in that case are the product. I mean, you're still the product because how does Substack earn money? At least in part, they earn it from creators who have monetized and they get a cut. So you're still the product. And so when you look at it from that perspective, especially the moment a platform has investors, that platform, their legal first responsibility is to investors, to make money for the
Right.
investors. And
Mhm.
when you look at it from that perspective, suddenly a lot of actions that platforms take make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what's the how much will our product tolerate to continue to earn funds for us? So I see some comments in the chat that yes, they get a kick off your subscriptions. That's how they make money. They take a
Right.
percentage off of it. Um, if while I'm being cheeky here and being like, please come subscribe to our YouTube. If there's anyone in the chat who has an interest in helping us expand on other channels as a volunteer, hit us up, DM us, because the
Right.
reason that we are mostly only on Substack is simply time and energy.
Yep.
And it is, Lawrence and I are not here full time. I at times I wish I were, because I would love to be doing this work full time, but we are not. We have jobs, and I've got kids, and hours in a day, and learning and nurturing new platforms is hard, time consuming work.
Well,
So, uh,
here's something
yeah,
I've been online on the internet before
yeah.
it was really the internet. So I've been
Oh,
online since like the late 80s. So
Yeah.
I'm just
Same. I had an email
okay.
address in 1984.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
It was
Great
like
year,
one
by
two
the
three
way.
four five at CompuServe.com.
Were you on CompuServe CB? I was there.
Yeah,
Oh my
me
gosh.
too.
I bet we were talking.
I
Isn't
bet.
that crazy to think about? Do you remember Lulu, the horrible moderator?
I don't.
Oh, you were lucky then. Anyway,
Lulu.
Hmm.
anyway, um, the thing is that you can never ever really move to a new platform. You can only add a new platform because you will never, for example, you have, yeah. Oh my gosh, Chris, I new grouped so many NNTP groups, so many of them. um, I'm actually responsible for the entire alt support hierarchy in Usenet. Anyway, sorry. The thing is so you have people here, for example,
Yeah,
who won't make a transition off
of course.
Substack for you.
Yep.
So you're going to end up just curating more platforms, so many. And there's someone, I think it was Yanni, who just said there is no such thing as a perfect platform.
No.
And honestly, the reason I like Substack so much is they do a credible job. They are at least trying to be everything, right? Publishing, video, whatever, right? And so this isn't a pitch for Substack. I'm just explaining, like Yanni said, no platform is perfect.
Yeah.
Um, so I just wanted to throw that out there that you could put a lot of effort into moving to YouTube. You're still going to have to be on Substack because you will have
Oh, yeah.
people.
Yeah,
if they'll let
I
us be, Anne. I mean, if they throttle lives to only creators of a certain size and platform, which complete conjecture, this is not something I have officially heard, but I would not be surprised to hear, then we would not make that cut.
I would be surprised if they did that. That would be counter to the best interest of the investors.
yes, and you would think that this change to, because it's not just us. Like we know that Dean Blundell and other big, big purple checkmark creators have encountered this same thing. Like the change to being able to invite multiple people to a live is impacting everybody across the board at Substack. And
Yeah.
I really can't understand why they would do it for any reason other than they are trying to push people into their own tool set, which they
Right.
recognize as inferior, and they can't compete. They can't compete kind of in the marketplace of quality product, and so what they're doing is they're forcing people to try to use their tool, and
Yeah.
it's
Which,
just
if it worked better, it
right.
also, yeah. My hope is that they are about to improve their tool so that it can take more than three people, three publications really in one live, and that you can have people backstage and front stage like StreamYard can do. But what it won't ever do is stream to other platforms.
You know, what would be amazing
What's that?
would be if Substack got it together and bought StreamYard and just integrated it.
I mean, that would be amazing. I would then feel bad for the people who bought Restream or Riverside FM or any of the other restreaming tools that are out there. But
Yeah.
yeah, it would be incredible. Here's the thing:
Yeah.
when you're on StreamYard and you are integrating other platforms like Facebook or YouTube or whatever, it's one click, and you do it once and you're done forever.
Yes.
Substack is the one that has resisted integration from the beginning, and that requires you
Yes.
to every time you do a live, go grab a stream key, create a new destination, add it to the stream that you're going to do. Substack has been dragging its feet and making it hard from the beginning. And it would be, if they just decided that they were going to integrate with all the restreamers, it would
Yeah.
literally be one click
Yeah.
simple in all the places.
When we tell you how much time and like wasted dumb effort it takes to do this every day.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's
And
every
how easy it
day.
is to mess up, right? Like Dana and I have
Yes,
both
I
had
mess it up all the
incidents
time.
where we're setting it up and then we go live and we realize, oh fuck, I truncated like 3 letters off of the stream key, and so it's like just it's so easy to mess it up.
I can't even, Zev keeps saying, like when he has to, if we're doing a live through him and he has to restart it, then of course that cuts me off as being one of the presenters. And
Yeah.
he keeps saying, well, go get a stream key and give it to me. And I have no idea how to find the stream key. I keep looking and,
Oh, we
We
can
um,
can,
show you, Anne.
yeah, we can
It's
help
pretty
you figure
easy.
that out.
well, actually, so Denver tried to show me and
Yeah.
I didn't have the same thing in my StreamYard interface. And I think it's because I'm not paying them.
You get
That's
your
exactly why.
key.
No, it's
Oh,
100% because you're not paying them.
Yeah.
You have to pay at a certain level, right? Like
Yeah.
it is all the big tech companies trying to squeeze more money out of us. And
Yeah.
Nancy from LA says, "You're on Substack bashing Substack. Why don't you call a meeting with management and the major podcasters?" Girl,
so
we are
cute.
trying. What do you think
That's
we are
why we're
doing
doing
right
this. We
now?
are trying to build a community around speaking out. We are small beans. And we are intentionally on Substack complaining about Substack. We hope you're listening,
Right.
Substack.
Hey, Substack, if you're listening, release the fucking reason you changed the goddamn invitation process.
Right. We would be thrilled to get their attention. Without a purple check mark, that nobody's going to pay attention to that. I do see now that folks have been adding us to our very humble upstart of a YouTube channel. And if we get 4 more, we will be halfway to being at the level where you can start monetizing on YouTube, which is
Right.
1,000. We're at 496. So
Which you know, we would have to change the name of Fucked Up Friday. We probably swear too much to get monetized on YouTube, but god
Yeah,
damn it,
you
it would
do.
be fun to try.
I gotta also tell you that I have some experience with YouTube, and so for my TV show, I uploaded all of the episodes years ago, and y- they're worse to deal with even than Substack, even if you can imagine that. Um, they really are, and they're much, much stricter. So,
Oh, they're
and
so strict.
there is no appeal process. So
Yeah.
I have, okay, a little bit I'm going to do a name drop here. So Bela Fleck is a childhood friend, and he allowed me to use his music as the intro and outro for my TV show. And
Wow.
when I
Wow.
posted it on YouTube, they immediately dinged it. They said,
Right.
copyright material. I gave them the letter. I uploaded the letter from Bela's manager saying she has a license. Didn't matter. Never heard back. Just like once they make that decision, you're
Yep.
screwed. So
Yep.
if you're doing, fucked up Friday and swearing and they make a decision against you, you'll never get out of that. So,
Yeah, no, we know people who have had their channel demonetized on YouTube, and
yeah.
hopefully I'm louder. I turned up my volume. There are people complaining that I'm quiet again, which
Yep.
in my head I'm not. I'm in my ears. I'm really fucking loud.
Yeah,
Um,
you sound normal to me, Lawrence, but I'm in StreamYard, so
Right.
maybe it's a Substack problem
Okay,
again.
yeah,
so that actually brings me to something I was going to say. Because I know that you are becoming a voice person,
thanks to you,
and
Ann P. Mitchell.
yes, yes, and so I suspect that David is going to tell you to get a new microphone.
Yes, I
The
am
funny thing
already
is, he
looking at the
did.
one that he recommends. I am going to get it. I promise. It's such a shame because this is a brand new setup here.
Oh no.
This is a brand new mic and a brand new soundboard, and apparently it sucks
Oh,
because
well,
I
it could be
literally,
something else too, then.
I,
Do you have another mic? Do you have your old mic?
yeah, I have my old Yeti, and it works, right? Like I never got any complaints off of that one. So it's something about the soundboard, and I
Okay.
don't have the time. Speaking of time and bandwidth,
Yeah.
what do I not have the time and bandwidth to do? Troubleshoot my soundboard.
Yep. The cobbler's
Um,
shoot. The cobbler's children.
yes.
Yeah, everyone is saying that you are okay. Now you just got to hear you loud and clear, Lawrence, from Lori.
Oh,
But people are saying that it's you were soft before then. So
all right.
glad it's adjusted up. Um I have aspirations to build a studio and in my basement and all the things. And I'm laughing because I'm just straight up through my iPhone because it's 7 a.m. and sometimes you just have to simplify for now. And I think it works pretty well. It's when we make it big, Lawrence, I'll have a dedicated tech person running my studio downstairs. But
Speaking of making
anyways,
it big, you know who made
yes.
it big last night? Donald Trump and his children and his family and all of his
No.
businesses. What do you
No.
think, Ann?
Nope. Nope.
Tell
Nope.
people what happened.
Mm. All right. Well, here's what people think happened and what they want you to think happened.
Mm,
And did happen in a way. Oh, how far back do I go? So Donald Trump sued the IRS,
right.
which was Donald Trump in his personal capacity, not his capacity as president of the United States. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And that lawsuit went absolutely nowhere. And here are the things that you guys aren't probably going to hear unless you do this deep dive, or if you're one of my followers and you read my article.
I love getting the and scoop. Bring
Yeah.
it.
Wait, first, I have to say, I am so honored and delighted to be the official legal commentator for the Daily Whatever show. I'm thrilled. It's just thank you. Thank you for this honor.
Well, you're very sweet. It's not like there's a gold badge that comes with
So
it.
if you want one, we'll make you a
Honestly,
gold
if you want one, I will make you one.
because the honor
Like a
is
little hat.
ours, and the
You know
honor is
what?
ours.
Okay, hang on one second because
Sure.
Now, sound problems.
Oh, you did cut out there for 1 second, but other than that,
All
you've been
right.
sounding great.
Well, actually, it was just that I was suddenly not hearing you through my headphones.
Oh,
Okay. So
JP is
anyway,
asking who the runner-up was. JP, there is no runner-up. There is only Anne.
right.
Let's
Only
be
Anne.
clear. And everyone is weighing in with how much they love you, Anne. So I know you're following the chat too, but
I am. Hey, Chris, I don't actually know what SMOL means. Smack my.
No, it's small. It's just a funny internet way of
It's
saying
it's
small.
Leet Speak, or not Leet Speak. It's Geek Speak. I've never seen that. That's interesting. Okay, I guess I. Anyways,
that's why it's good to have teenagers in the house. I see these things.
so thank you, Chris. Um, so Donald Trump sued the IRS for umpteen $1 billion because supposedly the IRS allowed someone to leak his tax returns. Never mind that he should have already shared them because that's what presidents do.
Right.
But of course, we all remember, even in Trump 1, he was very, very, very resistant because it would be hard to explain all those payments that he deducted to Putin. Okay, not really. Don't quote me on that. That was snide. But anyways,
Right.
so he sued the IRS. There were at least 3 different amicus briefs. I think everyone probably knows an amicus brief, but it basically means friend of the court. It's someone who is not a party to the lawsuit, who provides basically a brief of points and authorities where they say, here are some of the legal arguments and see some of the law about what's going on in this case.
Yeah.
So there were 3 that I saw amicus briefs. One was from 93 members of Congress. One was from former government officials, okay, all saying basically, this is a ridiculous lawsuit. There is no basis, blah, blah, blah. The third one, and I have rarely seen this before, even when I was a litigator, the third one was the court itself appointed an amicus to help it with this. This is a case of first impression. This is it's never happened in history before. So the court actually reached out to an independent set of attorneys and said, will you brief this for us? Because it's huge, and we need to know all the different things. So first of all, there was that. And of course, all of them basically said, not in these words, this guy's going to lose.
Right.
So the handwriting was already on the wall. So 2 days ago now, Trump filed a motion to voluntarily withdraw the lawsuit with prejudice. Now, for those of you who don't know what that with prejudice means, it means that the lawsuit can never be refiled. Typically, a defendant would want it to be with prejudice, right? The defendant is like, whoo, I got out of that one, right? For a plaintiff to file with prejudice, so immediately my spidey sense was like, that's really weird. Why would they not want it to be able to be refiled, right? Then the same day, of course, Blanchy, what did we decide we were going to call him? Blanchy. Anyway, Blanche.
Blanchy's cute. I think let's just go with Blanchy.
We don't want to cutify him.
No, but I feel like it's a little demeaning. It's cute in kind of a demeaning way. So I'm A-okay with it.
All right. Well, so anyway, the same day is the day that he posted on the DOJ website the anti-weaponization fund. And it mentioned a settlement, but there was no settlement. Then yesterday is when they posted the document where it purports to give, Trump complete immunity. So a couple of things about that. First, when they posted the anti-weaponization fund document, I don't know how many of you have seen it, but Section D immediately caught my attention because it says the United States cannot be held liable for any action coming out of that fund, and wait, including fraud. That
Jesus
that
Christ.
clause
Mm.
contemplates fraud. I'm like, what the okay. And then finally,
Okay.
yesterday, late in the afternoon, at least that's when I first saw it, they posted the actual, air quotes, actual settlement agreement.
Right.
That was dated the 18th. That was the date that of the document that created the fund was dated the 18th. The tax IRS no prosecution document was dated the 19th. I'm telling you all this because now we're going back to the dismissal order that dismissed the case,
Right.
which
With
also was
prejudice.
dated the 18th. This is so, so, so important. In that 3-page order, Judge Williams goes out of her way to make extremely clear this case is being dismissed with no settlement. No, there is no settlement in this case.
They're trying to do an end run around the judge.
The court recognizes, the court is saying there, that's not the exact language, but she really hammers home that there is no settlement in this case because that's unusual and because she doesn't want to be responsible then for someone to come back and say, but wait, there's no settlement, right?
Right.
I also believe that she understood there was something really squirrely going on, and she was communicating that through her order. And also, I have to believe she was feeling used.
Yep.
Mm.
But wait, there's more.
Of course.
For those, just so you know, the article that I published last night, has 9 documents attached to it. It's the most documents I have ever included for my members because they all needed to,
We have a request from the chat from Kathy Ann. Say that part again about the dates.
Okay, so I'll give you the timeline.
Okay.
On the 18th, Trump filed his motion to withdraw with prejudice his lawsuit. On the 18th, the judge granted that motion and ordered that the case was closed with no settlement. Say it with me again. No settlement.
No
No
settlement.
There was no settlement. Okay. And also on the 18th, they posted the anti-weaponization fund, the document forming that fund or announcing the forming. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Then on the 19th, which was yesterday, they released the thing saying the IRS can't prosecute. And they released the settlement document, which was dated the 18th. The IRS can't prosecute document is dated the 19th. Okay? No, I'm not leaving Substack. Allison, no, I'm not going anywhere.
To be clear, none of us are leaving
Right.
Substack.
None of us are leaving. None of us want to leave. We just want Substack to fix their shit.
We do, and we want, in our case, we're asking people to subscribe to our YouTube in case we are cut off. Multiple channels, poly platform people.
By the way, guys,
Carry
see
on.
today's mug? This is today's mug.
It's me. Hi. I'm the lawyer. It's me.
Okay. So, beautiful voice. I cannot wait till you start doing voice work, Lawrence. I really can't. I'm so excited for you. And I just did. Okay, back to this, because this is all so important. I hope everybody has it in their head now, the timeline.
Yeah.
They released that settlement document yesterday. They released it. I'm not sure how to explain this verbally. You know how when there are court documents, at the top of the document, it says it's this case number in this court?
Yeah.
They included that in the settlement. They made it seem as if the settlement was under the court within that court case, the very
Right.
court case that the judge made a point of saying there is no
No
settlement.
settlement.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. I want you to just really think about that for a moment and understand the importance of that.
It's like trying to make yourself look official by grabbing the letterhead of a company that you don't work for and like typing the letter on that letterhead. And it's like,
It
oh, well,
is.
it comes from, Microsoft's letterhead. Yeah, they're
And it's like
basically
I,
stealing the
yeah,
header information from the case to make it look like the
it's an
settlement is a piece of the case.
right, and is authorized and has been signed off on by the judge and those
Yeah,
sorts of things. You know, like I said in my article about it, you can butter me and call me a biscuit, but that does not make me a biscuit.
right.
But wait,
Ooh la
Tell
but
la.
more.
but wait, there's more.
Okay.
Now, okay, that document purporting to give Trump and his family immunity from prosecution by the IRS in perpetuity. It doesn't. And here's why. Now, this is my legal theory, but I have run this by several colleagues, including someone who actually was a White House counsel at one point. So, like, because I make sure if I'm like, does this seem right? Okay. That document, if you read it, that was released yesterday and is dated yesterday, the day after the court case was gone away. It was 86th. It doesn't mention the name Trump anywhere.
Hmm.
It says the IRS may not prosecute the plaintiff. Plaintiff. There is no plaintiff. The case was 86 the day before.
Right. The case was closed.
Mm.
That it says that what it says is the IRS can't prosecute someone that doesn't even exist. So I believe that these documents are vulnerable, legally vulnerable. Excuse me. I happen to know that there are very smart lawyers, way smarter than me, including within state AG offices who are already looking at challenging this thing. And I believe that those legal irregularities are where the toehold will be that will get us into court.
Okay.
So
And
there's hope. There's
I
hope.
mean, hypothetically speaking, this sounds like fraud at the highest possible level. Intentional fraud, planned and executed with intentionality to be
Mhm.
fraud. And isn't fraud one of those things that falls under high crimes and misdemeanors as an impeachable offense? I mean, it's not like in the current Congress we have the ability to impeach him and convict him, but maybe, possibly, God willing, knock on wood, after November 4th or 3rd or whatever it is this year, we will be able to. Like, is this crime enough that we could impeach the motherfucker for this, in your opinion?
Again.
Allegedly.
I, I mean, in my opinion, a whole lot of the things that he's done and they've done is crime impeachable offense.
Yeah.
The issue is that the reality is, I mean, this guy's already been impeached, many times. And as long as we still have this Senate, he will never be convicted.
Right.
But I said yesterday, I was talking with Zev. So some of you guys may have already heard this. I firmly believe that at some point the line will be crossed from which there will be no return in terms of Congress having to do something. This may be that line. I'm not sure, but if it's not the line, it's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that
And
line has been crossed so many times and nothing has happened.
well,
Well, I mean the line that will cause Congress to act.
yeah.
Right.
And I mean, we need to kind of look at this with a lens towards what happened last night in Kentucky, right? For those who don't know, Thomas Massie was up for a primary challenge last night, and he lost to the person that Donald Trump endorsed, and he lost pretty big. And what it means is that even though Trump's approval ratings are at 27 or 28%, Trump still has 100% hold over those 27 or 28% of people. So that for a primary, like the one last night, and this has happened across Republican primaries so far this primary season, that if
Mhm.
Trump says that somebody is targeted and needs to go and endorses their opposition, the person who has been targeted loses.
Right.
Which I would argue is good for us in November because it means there are a bunch of absolute, even nuttier nut jobs who are being put into the Republican position on the ticket. But ultimately, what it means is it looks like he's consolidating his power. But the other thing that happened last night, I would argue, is that Thomas Massie got liberated, right? Thomas
That's how I
Massie
look at it too. Yes.
no
Ooh,
longer
explain
has
that, Lawrence. I need to
any
feel some
fucks
hope.
left to give. He has 6 more months in Congress to serve. He's legally the congressperson from that district until January 6th or whatever it is of 2027. And so he has 7 months left in office where he does not have to answer to his constituents. I
Yep.
mean, in theory, he
Exactly.
should, but he doesn't because they said that they don't want him. He doesn't have to answer to Trump. He has been liberated. He could march into the well of Congress today and read the names of every fucking perpetrator in the Epstein files and give no fucks about it because what's going to happen? He's going to lose his job. He already lost it. He has
Do
no
you
fucks
Exactly.
left to give.
do you
I
think he'll do that though?
I I
Any Republican would. I feel like he's a top contender.
Right. I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic that he has been liberated and that he sees that there is a threat to the democracy and that, whatever power he has, he'll use.
That's
I hope.
that's why he was targeted because he did see that and he talked about it. And I just said that
Yeah.
just yesterday. I said every time Trump targets a Republican in office, he is freeing someone to talk. He doesn't realize this. He's freeing
Right.
people up to talk about and to really start voting their what's left of their conscience. So I absolutely agree with you, Lawrence.
I hope it happens. I I hope he's angry enough and has enough of a sense of justice, which he's shown evidence now that he has.
Right.
That he just comes in. Oh God, wouldn't that be magnificent to watch?
I mean, yeah. Come on.
Ah,
You want ratings. Thomas Massie reading the names of the perpetrators out loud on the
right.
floor of the Congress. Like, please, let's see it.
Oh my
And Eric
gosh.
Lulov is pointing out that technically he can still run as an independent on the ballot, right? Like he isn't necessarily done. He
Right.
could, in fact, like Lisa Murkowski did in the Alaska Senate race a couple years ago, he could lose his primary and then be like, all right, fuck it, I'm an independent. You can still vote for me in November. But that, of course, assumes certain things about Kentucky ballot access that I frankly don't know the details of. I know Alaska was very liberal with ballot access. I kind of doubt that Kentucky is.
The thing about running for an independent, if that's possible, um,
Mhm.
is that they're not going to win, but they're going to pull votes from the Republican
Right,
candidate, giving
right.
the Democrat a bit more of a chance.
Yep. Yeah, and all of the data says that we are looking at a blue wave, right? None of us should rest easy on that. Everyone should work like our lives and our democracy is at stake because Jesus fucking
Because it
Christ, how
is.
many times have we had to say that over the last 15 years, right? And it
Yeah.
it just keeps getting truer. But we should act like our lives and our democracy are at stake. We should not relax for even a fucking second. We should make it the biggest blue wave in the history of American politics so that we can do the things to actually fix this. I don't know, this is a total tangent. AOC did an interview with David Axelrod, who is now, I guess, at the University of Chicago, politics, blah, blah, blah. Uh,
Blah 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 blah.
blah, blah, blah. University of Chicago, problematic in so many ways. Anyway, Axelrod interviewed AOC. It's 90 minutes. You should go watch what it sounds like when a future president of the United States is interviewed at the early part of her career. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I
Um,
have never seen somebody so composed answer questions of immense complexity, right? We're talking about topics relevant to our democracy that are not fucking easy topics. And she has thought so deeply about what is wrong with this country and how to fix it. It is worth a view. Uh, it is worth a view.
okay. Eric in the chat is saying she literally said it's not her ambition. But
I
isn't that what they all say? They're like,
yeah.
absolutely
oh,
every
not
person who has
who,
ever
me?
seriously run for president pretends like they're not running until the moment that they announce, right? Yeah. She says it's not her ambition because it's unseemly for women to have ambition. That's why she said it.
Um,
Yeah.
I, I just, if I may, I want to call out that we have a superstar in the audience. I mean, everyone in the audience is a superstar, but a particular superstar,
Madonna.
Oh,
because I just learned that Randall, who is the person behind Tess, is
Ooh.
yes.
is listening in. So Randall, please take a virtual bow. And this goes back to, we were just talking about Massey and what he's done for the survivors. And a lot of people don't know what Randall has done for the survivors, but he single-handedly programmed TESS, which is the dedicated search engine that TESS stands for Taking Epstein Survivors Seriously. And that is the massive search engine that is now has all of the different DOJ Epstein files, the House Epstein files, and also the Panama Papers, the ICIJ, flight records, all,
Amazing.
SEC filings, and cross-references them all so that the people who have access to tests can do serious deep dives, and then test connects all the dots. So, for example, if you put in, gosh, I don't even know. So I was doing a search for Peter Thiel and Epstein, and Tess just connected it all, pulled up all the emails. I mean, it's just what he has done single-handedly is so phenomenal. And I am grateful every day for Randall. And I'm just so he's there listening. And I just wanted to really give him some kudos because
Yeah.
he has made such a real difference in allowing people investigating to bring these things to light. So
Hey,
thank you,
All
Randall.
Randall,
right.
if you're
Thank you.
listening, if you
Mwah.
ever want to come on the Daily Whatever Show and talk about Tess, open invitation.
Yes, I just put a link to Randall's Substack. I think I grabbed the right one. It's just Randall, right? Just first name, nothing. Um,
Um,
yes, and he's sharing all your work, so I assume that it is the same Randall. He only has a couple
yeah,
subscribers, you guys. So
it's
go.
not it's not it's not his handle isn't Randall. Oh, that
Oh,
rhymes. So you just
oh, I just shared the wrong part. Well, you can subscribe to this Randall too. He's in our chat. But if you know Randall's Substack, please.
Randall's handle.
If you know Randall's handle, see, that's why we keep Lawrence around because
You
he's the
know,
clever one.
there's like a 1940s gay show tune. If you know Randall's handle, you're
Are you
oh
walking
making
in
wow.
sin. I don't know, like
are you
something like
making
that.
that up or is that true? I
No, I'm
can't
making
tell.
that up because
Okay.
that's the way my stupid brain works. I turn everything gay.
And into a song. But the way you said it and had conviction, you're like, it's like that 1940s show tune. And I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah.
okay,
I mean, now in my head, I'm composing like a smutty, Cole
right.
Porter-esh.
And I'm picturing you doing kind of a shimmy while you're
Yeah, no,
singing.
there's a
Yeah.
shimmy for sure.
Okay.
There's a lot of like weird hand motions. If you know Randall's handle.
Uh, Chris is
Uh,
in the chat is suggesting Randall Handle Scandal.
Ooh, the fact that we don't know it is kind of a Randall Handle scandal.
no, we do know it. We do know it.
Oh, all right.
And I just don't know if he really wants to be outed that much.
Oh,
So
Oh,
fair
got
enough.
it, got it.
Well,
Okay.
Randall, if you would like to share, there are folks here in the chat who would love to subscribe to you. If not, stay private. That's completely fine. We
By the
support
way,
you.
I am no longer seeing the live.
Oh,
Really?
weird.
Yeah, it's just I don't.
Because Substack sucks and
Yeah.
crashes browsers all the fucking
Yes.
time during
Yep.
lives.
Yeah.
I had to refresh my browser. I actually had to open a completely new browser tab. It wouldn't even let me refresh. But that's just because our chat is so active that you all crashed our browser. We love that. So,
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do now also, but it's
Oh
just not
no.
even letting me. So sorry, guys, if anyone's saying anything to me.
Oh, all the lyrics to If You Know Randall's Handle are popping into my
Here we
brain
go.
and they're so
Look.
dirty. If you know
Lawrence,
Randall's handle, you're lucky as sin. You need 3 hands to fit it all in.
What?
Lawrence, we're never going to make it on YouTube if you make a raunchy gay Randall Scandal Handle songs.
I can't help it. This is literally the way my brain works, you guys.
Oh my God. I'm here for it. If YouTube can't handle the truth.
If it can't handle the scandal of Randall's handle, then fine.
Oh, Lawrence. Just, oh,
Okay, I'm finally back in the chat.
good. Just in time. We have
Just
2
in time
minutes
for us
left.
to end because we are
Yes.
sadly at the top of the hour. How does this happen?
Oh, you
I,
guys should expand to 2 hours.
oh,
And
oh,
announcing here that she's added 6 extra hours to every day because it's the only way that Dana would have time.
oh my gosh. Yeah. It's, I would love to have a life that is structured so that I'm able to spend hours per day pontificating on Substack and YouTube. Hi,
Well,
YouTube.
well, hey, all it takes is getting a really rare immune condition like I did and having to
Oh,
medically isolate, and suddenly you can just be online all the time.
oh,
So,
I'm sorry.
no,
Oh
I
no,
do
don't.
appreciate your gallows humor, though. That gallows humor is my favorite.
Absolutely. Oh, I have very dark humor, and you don't need to apologize because that is genuinely what has allowed me to start spreading the word about all this stuff. That's what allowed me to have the time to spin up notes
Yeah.
from the front. So it's all good. It really is.
Yeah, well, we are grateful that that's how you've invested your time. If you all are somehow not subscribed to Anne's notes from the front, you're basically not even on Substack. You must subscribe. Anne breaks down complex legal takes on our current political situation in ways that are palatable, understandable, and like fun. You're the only lawyer I know who writes like, "Yay, this happened," and I love the enthusiasm. You don't write like a legal brief; you write in a very human forward way. That's wonderful. So. I'm so glad we found you through the magic of Substack and that you are
I
now
am
our
too.
official legal correspondent.
right.
I am
T-shirt and gold
again so
star coming soon.
Oh, we do need to do that, or at least I was going to say we could send you a T-shirt, but all of our merch, including the whatever mug, is in our old branding. Lawrence, let's
Ah,
add this to the to-do list.
Right. Yes. Let's throw
We've
it
got to
onto the
update
sticky
everything.
O's.
Yes,
and
to all the new colors, and then we could send you a T-shirt.
I was just going to say, and I really appreciate the thought, but please don't send me a T-shirt because I have
Okay,
nowhere I can wear it.
you
No
can
one will
wear it
see
on
me wearing it.
lives.
You could wear it on air.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's true. Well, but you only see me from the neck up, so
Yeah.
that's true. But you could
I
do a
could tell
quick
you.
like.
I could look, ta-da! Yeah, that's true. That is
I think
true.
you would
But
look
anyway,
nice.
I appreciate the thought.
I think you would look nice in our peacock green. It's a good color. Yes, I think so.
And on that note,
And on that note, that branding note,
I feel like we should be asking you a final question, but you know, we've already asked you the song question. We need another one, Dana. We need another final question.
I guess like what are you charging out in the world to do this Wednesday? metaphorically speaking, that makes you feel good about today?
Wow, actually, this was it. I love starting my day with you guys, so it's just
Aw.
all downhill from here.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, thank you, and I hope it is not all downhill. I hope you get a nice, even buzz for the rest of the day.
yes. I will give a shout out that
Buzz, buzz.
in the YouTube chat, because I'm in both chats. Stretchy just asked about Julie on Saturdays. So yes, um, well, Lawrence and I both frequently are, I don't know, longstanding guests now on
Right, we've got a
Saturdays for
recurring invite to Saturday, and the way that it
Saturdays
worked
for
out
Saturday.
is
Yeah.
last Saturday I was on while Dana was on vacation. This coming Saturday, I think Dana, you're going to be on while I am in Chicago at a conference
At a conference. Is that what we're calling it, Lawrence?
called the International Men of Leather.
Yeah. A
Okay, I did.
conference.
Hmm.
Okay.
Did you just
Professional
happen to
growth.
see that I screenshot? So I play Words with Friends. I don't know if either of you do.
Yes.
I
And
don't.
okay, so Dana, you know how it keeps pushing like these robot players at you to start games with them, and they have like a cartoon image and some stupid name. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I guess I haven't played very much recently because that has
Okay.
not happened to me yet, but I need to log in and see.
So earlier this week, one of those characters was their name was Bottom. And I screenshot that and posted like, and if you really made it, if you biggered it so that you could really see it, it had like the donkey ears because it was supposed to be Bottom from Shakespeare, A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Nice.
So I posted like, how many people do you think actually got the Shakespeare reference versus thinking this is a BDSM partner? And anyway, I just thought you would appreciate that
I,
humor as
I
well.
I appreciate that so much, and I feel
That's
seen and valued.
hilarious. Ted
Okay.
in the chat just said, I've played with Bottom. So has Lawrence.
So Lawrence, sometime ask me about the boots.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. I have a pair of, well, I'm not going to say. It's from a different
Okay.
Right, no,
life,
come
but
fuck me boots. Or,
Intriguing.
yeah.
Intriguing. I do want to, it's the end of the show, so I do want to end with a bit of what we started with, which is please come follow the Daily Whatever Show on YouTube as well as here. Substack is making some changes that are making all of our spidey senses tingle. And we want to make sure we can reach you no matter what this platform does. We are poly platform. So please come follow us over there and follow and subscribe to Ann P. Mitchell. Oh, while you're here, follow and subscribe to us, Lawrence and me. Not that you can find us because we're
Right.
not added to this chat, but if somehow you are not subscribed to us, we would appreciate you doing that, even though Substack's making it difficult. And if you work at Substack, please change this back so that we
yeah.
can
Oh God.
use our stream
Could you
key
please?
And
so
let me
Lawrence
just
and I can join our own lives.
say if you're here
Yeah.
from through me and you have not yet subscribed to the Daily Whatever Show and also individually Dana and Lawrence, well, then you're just not living because that is they make Substack for me. So I really recommend it. Also for the people asking about Words with Friends handle who want to play, you can find me at wait for it. It's such a shock. Ann P. Mitchell on Words with Friends. So
Nice. All right,
sure.
and here's my final plug. I will be on Amped Up this afternoon with Cliff Schechter and David Schuster at
Oh,
2 p.m.
nice.
Eastern. They are interviewing me about my recent article called Running with the Devil that I published on Blue Ant Media and cross posted here at the Daily Whatever Show and on my Substack about my adventures with AI and how we are all very doomed.
It is not about Van Halen. If you think this is a story about Van
It is not
Halen,
a
you're
Van
going to be
Halen song.
disappointed.
I mean,
Um,
it was inspired by
but
a
it,
Van Halen song, but also, whatever.
yes, whatever. I am supposed to be going live today for I Write Out Loud to talk about my essay this week. Um, I believe I'm going to move that to Thursday because this is so cute. My daughter is getting inducted into the International Thespian Society and invited me to go.
Oh
Aw.
my
So
God, that's
I can't miss that.
amazing.
I can't miss it. So I will be offline this afternoon. So I will move my weekly I Write Out Loud live. And this week I am talking about protecting trans kids. So it's a big topic. So I hope you will join me. It will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. I will go update the invite. So if you are subscribed to Dana Dubois Writes, you will see it there. And I will be back on the Daily Whatever Show tomorrow for Fine Feminist Hour. And this is not totally me opening up my calendar because my brain is just that full that I want to make sure I'm not a week ahead when I give my guest. I am not. It is Dr. Yamishia Connor who will be joining me on Fine Feminist Hour tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we're talking about female sexuality, you guys. So this should be a good one.
Dana, I need to tell you
Yeah.
that so I am writing something up for publication today that is a
Okay.
big reveal. That's a very dark reveal.
Oh,
You should not read it until you're done because it has to do with what this administration is doing with respect to it's just dark. So don't read my point is don't read my Substack until at least tomorrow.
Fuck.
wait, it's in response to female sexuality or parenting trans kids or protecting trans kids.
Protecting
it's
trans kids. Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely want to read it because I want the full story and I am horrified at what I'm seeing, not just for kids, but for trans people. But trans kids in particular need to be protected. So,
But this story actually came out of a good news story, which is the courts siding with hospitals over I don't know if you
yes,
saw it, to quash the subpoena because it was so ridiculous. So it comes
about
out of a
gender
good
affirming
thing.
care.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's good news, but what they're trying to do and what they are doing is very dark, and it's under the cloak of, yeah. Anyway, that's why today, especially, this is the highlight of my day
Oh
because I
my
have to
gosh.
go write about that.
Oh gosh. Is that going
Okay.
live today, Anne?
I'm publishing it today. It's not alive. I don't. Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what I
It's
mean.
an
You're
article.
publishing it.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I will definitely read that. You all should read it as well. I think we've all done our shout outs. Lawrence, have fun. I'll have to go back and listen to the recap because I need to head into work now. But have fun with Cliff and Dave. Tell them hi.
Thank you.
Lynette, good
Thank you.
luck with your puppy. I'm sure it will be fine.
Oh no, I didn't see what's happening, but yes, love to all the animals out
Okay.
there.
Okay, let's let Dana go.
All right.
Love you,
Thanks,
mean it,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye. Love you, mean it. Am I allowed to say that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I
We kind
definitely
of
love
want
you and
everyone
mean
to
it.
say it.
All right.
Well,
We want
Okay.